They've publicly admitted the duty created, and this is their phrase, excessive burden.
Really? Okay, let's unpack that great softening then. Starting with the consumer duty, it feels like a major shift after years of intense focus on getting it implemented.
It is a pivot, definitely. And what's really quite remarkable is the FCA's own language. They've publicly admitted the duty created, and this is their phrase, excessive burden,
Really? They said that.
explicitly, and that it led to firms gold plating requirements, basically, going further than the original outcomes-focused intention. You don't often hear a regulator being quite that self-critical.
That is unusual. So it's not just talk, there's actual action happening.
Yes. Measurable action. They're trying to make things more flexible, more predictable for the sector, which, as we said, is under pressure. The most concrete thing so far is decommissioning some data returns.
Fewer forms to fill in.
Essentially, yes. We're talking about at least 20,000 fewer submissions a year across the board. That frees up significant compliance time and resources. But the SEA's argument, or justification, is that this softening comes from a position of strength, not weakness. They're pointing to successes.
Such as?
Well, they cite stopping firms double-dipping on fees for cash holdings. They reckon that saved consumers about £10 million a year. Maybe more relevant for our listeners, the number of upheld complaints about unsuitable advice has dropped quite significantly. It was 39% back in 2022, now down to 26% in 2024.
So the argument is the core principles are embedded, the culture shift has started, so now we can trim the bureaucracy.
That seems to be the logic. If they cut the unnecessary reporting, maybe firms can focus resources elsewhere, perhaps on innovation, like tackling that advice gap for the, 15 million undersavers in the UK?
That would be a positive outcome.